closest thing would be the Simani Milsa on the Rosh Hashanah, and also that there's no, um, and Simani Milsa is something that you'll find in Chazal. It's something from the Gemara, and then there's the other thing is the the Simon on Rosh Hashanah that you eat a ram's head or a fish head, you dip an apple in the honey, you eat these different foods, dates or whatever, and all the different foods and whatever, and rubia. The whole question, what does it mean, rubia, and all these different simonim that we do on Rosh Hashanah. And is this somewhat similar to that? Whatever that is, however that is permitted to do such a thing, is this a simon? The other thing is, like, I use this term ritual magic, and like one of our Rebbeim, who we wish a big refuah shlema to, Rabbeinu Rav Ariel ben Martha, should have a big refuah shlema. We're davening for him. He always mentions that everyone who is adept in ritual magic understands there's no such thing as magic. Magic is psychology. But in a certain sense, this is like cognitive behavioral therapy, in a certain sense. And to go through these rituals, it enters us psychologically into another realm. And this is what we do with all the mitzvos, but also with these kind of folk practices like this that are not required, but I would say also are not prohibited. And you have that balance that you recognize this is a way for me to get into because I'll say when I put the Schlissel Challah, I usually like to do it myself, some part of it. I feel I enter into somewhat of a meditative state. And being in a meditative state is conducive to prayer and to accomplishing things in prayer on a higher level. I'll say, again, lahavdil, at work I have to make orders for various things for the other religions that they need for their religious practices. And so we put in an order for sage for the Native American ceremony that the government is buying for a religious ceremony within the institution. And the supplier that we bought from threw in free samples, 3 sticks of incense. On one side in Spanish it said llama dinero, and the other side in English said call money. And I mentioned something to my wife about this, and she said on one hand she's afraid that this could be prohibited to engage in this, to use this. On the other hand, she always likes incense and she wants to smell it. I remember Rabbi Bar Tzadok, who we're davening for, he said you have to be careful where your incense comes from. You shouldn't be burning Hindu incense or something like that, right? In any event, back to what we were saying, this Yama Dinero. So I was looking into, online, there was some reviews of this product, and basically the way it's being, because it didn't come with any explanation, what is this? It's just something they threw in for us to, and I haven't tried it, so I don't know. Again, like, I'm a little afraid that I could be over on an Isser by using this. So I need to really talk to a dayan, is this permitted? But the explanation that's given is that it puts a person into a positive mental state by being, having a pleasant aroma, and that helps to open one up that they can pray properly and that God can bless them because you're in a good mood. And I know, by us we say, mitzvah gedolios b'simcha tamid. And so I've seen, going back to the issue of the Schlissel Challah, I've seen people discuss the Schlissel Challah, and one thing they always say is it's a lot of fun. Also, most women, they have some dread of Pesach, and the fact that they know that this is the Shabbos that's furthest away from the next Pesach is such a wonderful thing. It also gives a good mood, and that's a key to Parnasa, that being in a good mood and having fun, being happy, and Oinik Shabbos and Kovod Shabbos, these are all keys to Parnasa. These are keys to prosperity, and then that puts the person into the proper mindset and gives a person confidence that they can go out and work and do what they need to be successful. I'll end off with a story, though, that our Rav likes to say, that we heard from our friend the Nadvorner Rebbe in Bloomingburg. When we heard this story, our Rav really hopped onto this story and also made a comparison to a different story. But we don't need to mention the other story. He said, what does it mean a tzaddik? What does it mean a Rebbe? What does it mean someone who cares about a fellow Jew? So this is the way that Rabbi Fishbane tells the story. But again, we heard it from our friend Rabbi Rosenbaum, the Nadvorner Rebbe from Bloomingburg. So the Nadvorner Rebbe in Bloomingburg is a Tasher Chassid, and he a big chassid of the old Tasher Rebbe, and also maintains the shaykhs to Heidegger Tasher Rebbe. And he said there was a story that someone came to the Tasher Rebbe. He said, Rabbi, I need a job. And he said, no, you don't need a job, you need money. And then that day, the guy went and bought a lottery ticket. He won this is, I think, back in the 50s. He won $500,000, and I think the man is still alive, and he's still living off of the residuals. He made some good investments from that, and he's living off of that money still from that lottery ticket very happily. A lot of people, they win the lottery and they become miserable. They became very happy, and it's the bracha of the Tasher Rebbe, and so we should all be zeicha to have Parnasa B'Revach, and the whole world should get much better. Our Schlissel Challah should not only be for us, but it should be for the whole world, because we're in a very scary time. But we hope and pray to God. We know that Yeshias Hashem Karafayan, the salvations of the Lord, could be like a blink of an eye. We can have, everything can turn around. We have to have faith in God. Everything can turn around. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe, comment, and I wish you all a lot of prosperity in the coming year and for the rest of your lives. Be well.